Hey guys, AJ Buckner here with SKIER'S Marine, sitting in the back of this beautiful 2021 MasterCraft X22. If you're looking for one of the best surf boats with one of the most versatile waves, incredible ride quality, and most premium fit and finish, stay tuned as we walk through this MasterCraft X22. So let's take a look at the outside of this MasterCraft X22. First thing you're going to notice is sheer size, a lot of freeboard. From the keel up, it was designed to be one of the best wake surf boats out. As we come to the back, one thing that's unique with MasterCraft, Gen 2. So Gen 2 is fine-tuned and designed specifically for this X22 to make sure it's putting out one of the best surf waves. And as we know with MasterCraft, there's so much customization in how you deploy these tabs and the way that it creates, that you can have a small child kids wave, nice long and mellow, or a really steep max push heavy driving wave. Just take a look at this Transom Lounge seating. It is so much fun. Just go out in the middle of the lake, swim off the boat, watch all the other boaters go by, and just relax, enjoy the day. But as we do start to walk through this boat, another area I like on this transom area is the walkthrough. Just a nice fiberglass motor compartment, nice bucketed in seats. And get this out of our way, but a lot of billet accents in the grab handles. So as we walk through, non-skid, no slip, easy peasy. We even have a nice storage locker here. Good spot for some wet gear. I can't say enough about the cool feel interior. I've been fortunate enough to be around wake boats for a while in my life, and I cannot think of a time where interior boats have been more comfortable. We're in central Alabama, it is hot. And even on this darker brown interior, this cool feel just makes the experience of the day on the boat just so much better. So with surfing in mind, the show's going on behind the boat. So when MasterCraft designed this boat, they really wanted to do a great job in having a comfortable option for rear-facing seats throughout the boat. How do they do that? Start, nice big wide pickle fork bow, nice high backrest, incredibly comfortable. Even have 3 people sitting piled in right here, watching the show in the back. As I walk through, traditional observer seat, 2 people wide, rear facing seat. One thing that I do like, right behind the driver's seat, you do have a seat that comes up, locks in place, rear facing lounge. And lastly, MasterCraft's known for a nice convertible rear facing seat that can even lay down flat, be a nice ottoman in the middle of the boat, a fill cushion to make it a nice bed. Maybe you have a kid that wants to take a nap during the day. So let's talk about storage in the boat. We do have some pull-up seats here in the rear if we did want to keep ropes on top of our ballast. Fairly traditional location for a cooler. The cooler drop down in here, full removable. So if you want to take it out, have storage, or load it at the house. As we come to the port side of the boat, we do have a nice open berth for our coffin locker. Our observer seat flips up. But one thing that's really incredible is there are no bulkheads. There's full storage all the way through the bow. So as I walk to the bow, we have a nice wing door, and you have a full opening all the way through. You can even fit a ski if you want. Let's take a look at the X22 bow. Nice thing, really comfortable, really plush. Armrest, cool feel of course. As we get these out of the way, we have a nice wing bow seat, plenty of storage here. I do like also on the opposite side having a nice wing seat. We've chosen to store our full boat cover in here, while even having a great spot for anchor storage right here in the center. Towards our bow, some vents, nice billet accents, nice non-skid with a cleat, and even really nice style docking lights. Really clean in how they're put into the rub rail. A few other interior styling features I really like about this MasterCraft X22. First and foremost, the ramp in front of the driver's seat. I think it just makes it a really ergonomical layout as I drive the boat. I love the battery switch location. Very easy to access my battery switch, but also you have a breaker panel here. A few other things, nice billet styling on our trash can door, Got your waste basket stored underneath your observer seat, but also a nice billet walk-through door for those early morning, late evening, early season or late season sets. Close up the cockpit, keeps it much warmer for the driver and the other passengers. But when you're done, stores away really nicely, locks in to the walkway. So we're in a MasterCraft X22, one of the king of surfs, one of the most versatile surf boats for all skill levels, all riders. So when we're going to equip this boat, we're going to keep surf in mind. So as we look at our clamping board racks, all nice billet aluminum, but more importantly, I like to ride a higher volume board, a thicker surf style board. So we're going to have surf, wakeboard racks, meaning we got wake and skim boards and bigger, higher volume surfboards. Nice clamps, easy to use, full swivel. Again, surf in mind. We're gonna have beginner surfers back here. Some of them might not know how to use the edges of their board to get outside into the sweet spot of the wave. Surf toe points. I don't know if you can see it here or across my right shoulder here. These toe points are gonna guide the beginner surfer into the sweet spot of the wave. Great way to teach new riders. As we still look around this tower, billet accents everywhere. We're gonna see that throughout this boat. It's just an incredible material MasterCraft's using that's just going to make this boat last a long time and really stand the test of time. As with many MasterCraft models, we're gonna have a Zft Series Tower. This boat, we equipped the Zft 4. It's incredible. It's all mechanical, very easy to fold. Tower's up, bimini's out. Let's watch and see how long it takes me to get this down, because there is a bridge over here. I'm gonna swivel these in, unlock. Swivel this in, unlock. All right, pretty easy. Now we can go into that bridge. Once we make it under the bridge, let's see how long it takes to go back up. Pretty simple. Let's talk motor power. But before we do that, let's just look at this motor compartment. I really like on the X Series MasterCrafts how this compartment is just incredibly well finished. It's big, it's open, it's very impressive. But we see right here our Ilmor 6.2 liter GDI motor. So what is that? That is a 6.2 liter block putting out 430 horsepower. GDI means gasoline direct injection, so they're getting a more efficient power out of this motor with the new injection. It is a closed cooled motor, so you do have coolant around your block, but Ilmor just designs an incredibly well engineered motor. It's surprisingly quiet for the amount of power that's back here, incredibly low emissions, and surprisingly fuel efficient. Before we step over to our helm, let's first take a look at our driver's seat. A lot of adjustability here, whether we want to recline our seat, do we want to sit on our bolster seat, do we want to use our hydraulic seat lift? A lot of ways to make this seat really comfortable for you. A lot of high visibility here. So what we have here on this MasterCraft X22 is our premium audio dual screen dash. What does that mean? Well, premium audio means that we're going to have zone control. So every aspect of this boat we can turn up and down independently of each other. The zones that we have: bow speakers, helm speakers reflect off the windshield, bring a nice full sound to the boat, cockpit speakers, tower speakers. But with premium audio, you also get 2 subs, one between the walkthrough, one behind the driver's seat. Dual screen dash. All right, as we start taking a look at this dual screen dash, let's look at our center dash. A lot of good information here. One of my favorite things, rear view camera mounted in the tower for a nice overhead view. But we also have our air temperature, our water temperature, our RPMs. We are currently in 2.7 feet of water, and this boat has 15 engine hours. We are 85% full of fuel. Another screen you can rotate through is to our right here. We can go to our map, or if we go to our left, we're going to go to the song that we were listening to last. Who was listening to that? Before we navigate over to our right-hand dash, let's look at this D-pad here. This is how we were able to navigate between our stereo, our camera, or our map But also, we can either go with more of an analog looking gauge setup to a nicer open widescreen. We come over here to our right side dash. Let's break this dash up into a few quadrants. Let's look at the top here. What we have is drive mode. Everything's highlighted in white. To the right of that, we have our sport modes. We have surf, wake, ski, and chill. As we come down this page, this is going to be our main page for cruise on, cruise off. If we want to manually adjust our tabs, we can bring them up, slide, or set them where we want. Same for ballast. We can manually bring them up, slide, adjust where we want our ballast, fill all or empty all. With these in mind, one thing I do love about this dash setup, I have soft keys over here. So if I don't want to use the touchscreen while underway, I can very easily use my soft keys to adjust my tabs up and down, or fill and drain my ballast, even adjust the volume or mute my stereo. As we come down a little further, we're going to see this control panel across the dash. It's going to start with maps. That then goes to stereo, where we selected our Bluetooth and iPhone. Go to our zones, where we can actually establish bowels volume, the subs, the helm speakers, the cockpit, or the tower, and it highlights the area of the boat. When none are selected, we're on master. We can slide or just touch where we want our volume to be. One more on this control panel here. We have the lights. We can select where we want to turn our lights on. Switches, blowers, bilge, heaters, and lastly settings. Very, very user-friendly dash. You ready to surf the boat? Let's come back up, select surf. So right here we have cheat sheets. We got left, right, steep or mellow. Well, we got more than that. You see where our zone is at, our profile is at none? Let's select it. Left mellow, left steep, right mellow. Well, let's get even more than that. We got a bigger rider that's beginner, max push, big heavy driving wave. We got little kids that are beginners, kids, even more mellow than the mellow setting. Whenever you select one, very simple, activate, console battery, acknowledge. All right. Whenever you're ready, activate, the boat sets itself up. All right, let's take this MasterCraft X22 out and surf. We got Jared just hopped in behind the boat. All we did was go to our profile. We selected surf, left, steep. Cool, unique thing about this boat, we got a nice deep V. We got a big, heavy boat. 5,500 pounds dry, 3,550 pounds of ballast. But the cool thing is the unique ballast setup. We have two rear ballast tanks. We have a nice midship ballast tank, but then we also have a switchback second midship tank. What this profile's done is filled that switchback tank to 75%. So when we are surfing, it's going to allow the water to slosh into the surf side to give a nice, steep, clean face as we're surfing this boat. Let's check it out. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed your time with us today on this MasterCraft X22. Just an incredible surf boat, great rough water ride, incredibly comfortable with this cool feel interior. I'm AJ Buckner. Call your local SKIER'S Marine. Set up your surf demo today. Come on, be fun. Let's go surf. Max Push. Who is he? Is he a superhero? Is he a wrestler? Max Push.